go, bucket off the pick and roll. Gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You gotta love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The post-Tom Brady era starts now. It's the Bucs and Vikings underway to begin 2023. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First play, here's Cousins. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well defended right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans from 21 yards away. And the Buccaneers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. This is taken around the 12. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Going up top. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Andrew Booth picks it off.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this a spot where those points were given away? It could cost him a ball game.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Cousins, and a throw here caught by Addison. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And this returnable for Rager. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle, Nwogu. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to Nwogu. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
A quality pickup from White, who really earned more time as the Bucs starter the back half of last season. Finished with close to 400 yards in the Bucs' final 8 games. Positioned himself as the leader in the backfield moving forward.
We'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this pass broken up. And the contact long time there, and now 4th down.
The Jake Camardas in on now to punt this away.
Here comes Rager. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Cousins now.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing is Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Amazing how Jefferson makes first downs like that look routine, isn't it? He's off to the greatest start by a receiver in NFL history. Set records for most catches and yards in a player's first 3 seasons and led the league in both last year.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. but give him credit. He tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Cousins.
They'll set up the screen for the Augur.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Steamer.
Cousins to throw it. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And got his man complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. Throw to the right, held in by Addison. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's Cousins. They'll set up the screen for the Longo. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the pickup, first down. To throw, Cousins. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, 382, list 50.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Cousins. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 15. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime
after their
report.
first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He completes this to Russell Gage. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Mayfield on play action. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 14 yards that time for number 14.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Mayfield off the play fake. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. On the left side, a catch by Wayne. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from moving out in front. And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, so much for going into the lead, and let's give a lot of credit to the special teams unit on the other side there. They picked up their defense in a big way, didn't they?
They absolutely did. 2nd half, you think, like you said, you're going to get the lead. So mark this play down. This could definitely be one to remember.
Yeah, I don't know if they schemed it or if someone just gave a great effort to go get it. In any event, that's a big-time play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change them.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. How about this? Racing to the end zone. It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now receiver in motion left. Oh, how about this on first and goal?
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Right back to Chris Godwin.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Chris Godwin
From 4 yards out.
And the Bucs have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second. it'll wind up a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Another run now for Nwangu. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
At the 28-yard line.
Chop 60, chop 60.
2nd and 9 now.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Handoff right side to Nwangu.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
Following the interception, Mayfield airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
He's on his way. Mike Evans.
Touchdown. Mike Evans. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Buccaneers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays gear.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on third down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll look to throw again. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The 20. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to...
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Buccaneers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And, partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress.